जय सच्चिदानंद महात्मा। आप सर्वनी अंदर बैठला परमात्मा ने अत्यंत भक्ति थी अभेद भाव वारंवार श्रीकार नमस्कार 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 जय सच्चिदानंद। Welcome to the regular Gujarati lesson. We'll continue with our narration of the present TIRTHANKAR SHREE SIMANDHJAR SWAMI. We will continue with the narration. I beg your pardon. Just get this. Hopefully everybody can see this one. So I will just read the last paragraph we finished with last session in English, and then proceed with the next one. Mahatmas have realized with deep conviction through the Gnan, through Dada Shri, and by abiding his 5 commandments, develop a prashastra, deep spiritual affection for Sri Simandhjar Swami, as if their next life is rebuilt for Mahavideshetra as per the dictating principle. As a rule, this will happen. Abiding by Dada Shri's 5 commandments, karmas of 1 or 2 lifetimes only are charged, but it is so that the punya nuban punya dispatches the living to the domain of the Simandhjar Swami. The meritorious merits that you accumulated through this life will ensure that you will be dispatched to the living.
Tell me the one about the virus.
I beg your pardon. So by abiding with Dada Shri's 5 Agnas, and just a lifetime or 2's karmas are charged, and therefore they have to be repaid. But you are accumulating all this punyanuban, punya, which is the meritorious karmas, build merits that ensures you being dispatched to the living domain of Sri Simandhjar Swami. For this, no worldly action is required. I mean, you do not have to work or do anything this life except following the pragnas. Only by abiding the agnas, energy is created which is able to complete all the work that is required. So just by observing and following the agnas, remaining in your Shuddhatma state for as long as you can during your living, that will ensure that you will achieve that goal. So then that and then continue with our Gujarati, the new paragraph. Ani પાછળનું વિજ્ઞાન એટલું જ છે કે શુદ્ધાત્મા પદ પ્રાપ્ત થયા પછી સ્વપદમાં રહી. આની પાછળ, the science behind this is that only after you have acquired the status of Shuddhatma, you stay in your Shuddhatma state and continue with this Ani, this Pachanu, behind the Vignan. Behind this Vignan is that after receiving the Shuddhatma Pad, you stay in the Shuddhatma status, Pachi Swapadma Rahi. Stay in your Shuddhatma. Then Swapad, your real self, Rahi, stay, remain. Nikal Kare, you discharge. Science behind this is only that after you acquire the state of Shuddhatma, you remain in your real self during discharge so that new karmas does not bind. Itle pachi nau karma bandhai nahi. And therefore, new karmas are not bound. You stay in your state of Shuddhatma. If you are in the state of your worldly life, then you have to do the purusharth or your active efforts, and that active efforts should be to get to the side of the real Shuddhatma. So you continue your living in the state of Shuddhatma and not the worldly life, so to speak. Either you are in one side or the other, and you cannot be at any one time in that state. So the more you do the Purusharth, more you will be able to stay in your Shuddhatma status through Jagrati and Prajna Shakti. And so, and if you stay in your Shuddhatma status, then you will not be binding all those karmas. So that is big about this statement here. એટલે પછી નવું કર્મ બંધાય નહીં. Therefore, then new karma bandhai nahi is not bound. Fakta, only, agna, padwa, following the agna, only following the agna, purtu karma bandhai. So if you follow the agnas required, purtu, fulfilling karma, karma bandhai. The fulfilling karmas are built following the agnas. Pante to kalyankari che. And those the karmas that will be you will be binding are beneficial for the fulfillment of the for the fulfillment of the 5 agnas only. The karma that binds is beneficial. So if you follow or fulfill, if you follow the 5 agnas, if you follow the 5 agnas, then you build karmas that are beneficial. Fakta agna parva purtu karma bandhai. You bind karmas that fulfills your 5 agnas. And those are beneficial. Pante to kalyankari che. Etle arth dhyan rodra dhyan thai nahi. So following the agnas, you build karmas to fulfill those agnas, and then and those are beneficial. Therefore, arth dhyan and rodra dhyan thai nahi. So that the internal and external mental agitations or strife that binds the karma do not happen. So if you are in the Suddhatma status, automatically you are not looking outwards and react to your environment or the world, and therefore you do not bind any karmas that will that you have to do pratikaman or get rid of in this life through pratikaman and your purusharth. ફક્ત આજ્ઞા પાળવા પૂરતું કર્મ બંધાય, પણ તે તો કલ્યાણકારી છે, એટલે આર્ત ધ્યાન ને રુદ્ર ધ્યાન થાય નહીં. Once you are in that five agnas, necessarily artha dhyan and rodha dhyan do not happen. The artha dhyan is suffering through the internal suffering in your that is activated from within through interaction with the outside world, and rodha dhyan are some of the rodra dhyan is it's a negative dhyan which begets you all the negative energy from external sources. So internal source and external source agitations are not happening as you are following the agnas and stay in your Shuddhatma. That's where the benefit is. Juna karmano samta bhave nikal thai. And those karmas that you have charged and they have not been discharged in your life, the karmas that you had charged from your previous life, and they are moved forward as a balance in this life, are the old karmas that are not discharged with equanimity. They will be charged. They will be discharged rather in the state of equanimity. So that focus is important. Stay in the Suddhatma and follow the five agnas. Pratikamanti dosho dhoai, which is simple enough. Through pratikaman or looking inwards and forgive your nimit, forgive those faults. Dhoai means to wash off or absolve. Pratikaman will absolve your faults that are pending. કર્મબંધ અને ગાંઠોથી મુક્ત થાય. કર્મબંધ અને ગાંઠોથી મુક્તિ થાય. અને નિયમથી જ બીજા ક્ષેત્રને લાયક થાય. કર્મબંધ ને ગાંઠોથી. ગાંઠો, say those are the heavy duty tubers that are they are the faults that are accumulated like tubers in yourself, and the karma bandha is the one that the karmas that bind, and the tubers that are the ones that cannot they are not released during the Gnanviti or thereafter. So as you become free of those, Karma bandhane gato thi mukti thai. If that happens, and niyam thi bija se trane layak thai. And observing the principle or as a rule, this is what happens once you are free from all your mistakes and all the discharge karmas, the karmas that are discharged. You, as a rule, you become worthy. Bija Kshetra Layak Thai means become worthy. So as a rule, you become worthy of the bija means other, kshetra, other world. Etle ahi rahi nashake. And since you become worthy of the other world, you therefore you cannot stay here. You cannot stay here as a rule. You won't be staying here, or you cannot stay here. And જ્યાં ચોથો આરો ચાલે છે ત્યાં મહાવિદ્ય ક્ષેત્રમાં ચાલ્યું જાય. So then you become worthy of the other world, and where there is a fourth era, and not the fifth era that we are in here. And there are other kshetras in the Mahavidya Kshetra. There are where the fourth era is happening. Then there are others that the fourth era is not there. Fifth era is there. So that you become worthy to go there and be living in the fourth era, which is localized in the Mahavidya Kshetra. Mahavidya Kshetra ma Chalyoja, and therefore you go there. Chalyoja means go there. So let's take the understanding of the whole sentence there. All karmas are discharged with the state of equanimity. As you stay in your Siddhatma, you are discharging them in equanimity. Pratikaman nullifies, absolves your faults and mistakes. You have freedom from those mistakes. Pratikaman nullifies, absolves your faults and mistakes. Freedom from the bonded karmas and the consolidated faults, the tubers. In keeping with the principle, the rule, qualify you for the other side, satra, therefore, and you cannot stay here, and you are able to head out to where the fourth era is operational, namely the Mahavidya Kshetra. Go to the next paragraph. Param Pujya Dada Shri kahe che ke amare Simandhjar Swami chode sabandh che. Pujya Dada Shri says that I have a relationship with Simandhjar Swami. Param Pujya Dada Shri kahe che ke amare, I, Simandhjar Swami chode sabandh che, chode, joining. Sabandh che means relationship. He's joined in relation with Simandhjar Swami. For Pujya Dada Shri says, I have relationship with Simandhjar Swami. Je koi agna pade, teni mokshe lai javani bahedari laiye chiye. Je koi, anyone, agna, who follows agna pare, those I have, I is silent here, is I have responsibility to take them. Laiye chie. I have responsibility, I'm taking responsibility. Laiye chie means he's taking the responsibility of those who follow the Agna, Teni Moksha, and lead them to moksha. Anyone who follows the Agnas, I take the responsibility of leading you to moksha. Dada Shri ni karuna to juo. Dada Shri ni karuna to juo. Look at the mercy of Dada Shri. Dada ni karuna ne to juo. Look at the mercifulness or mercy of Dada Shri. Kahe છે કે અમને તો મોક્ષ વર્તે જ છે. Now look at Dada Shri's mercy. He says his experience is moksha. અમારે એ અંતિમ મોક્ષની ઉતાવળ નથી. I am in no hurry for ultimate moksha. Amare, I have no utawar nathi means I'm not in a hurry. Not in a hurry. Hurry, utawar means hurry, nathi means not. Amare e antim moksha ni utawar nathi. Amare e that antim ultimate moksha liberation ni utawar nathi. It's not I have no hurry for the ultimate moksha. અમે તો બધાને મોક્ષે પહોંચાડીને પછી મોક્ષે જઈશું. I will see others reaching moksha and then go to moksha. Then go to moksha. અમે તો બધાને we ties this conjunct with this. અમે તો બધાને we will take, we will enable all બધાને to moksha, reaching પહોંચાડીને પછી મોક્ષ. અમે તો બધાને મોક્ષે પહોંચાડીને means I will enable others reaching moksha and then pachi moksha, then go to moksha. For himself he says I'm not in a hurry, but I will make sure others reach moksha and then I will go to moksha. આવી નિસ્વાર્થ કરુણા બીજે ક્યાં જોવા મળે? Where else do you see such selfless mercy? Avi, that niswarth, selfless, karuna, mercy. Bija, elsewhere, where, see, joa mare. We are unable. Joa mare means, madu means get. Joa mare. How can we get the opportunity to see such selfless mercy? Where do we see such selfless mercy? જે નિરંતર લોકોનું કેમ કરીને કલ્યાણ થાય એ જ ભાવના ભાવતા હોય. જે that constant, નિરંતર or constant, eternal, લોકોનું કેમ કરીને means what can you do for people for their welfare, kalyan thai. He was constantly in the intent, or his bhav is the intent, bhavna bhavta hoy. Bhavna bhavta. He's in that process of the intent. In the process of acquiring in the bhav, that is intent. તેવા પ્રગટ પરમાત્મા સ્વરૂપ જ્ઞાની પુરુષને કોટી કોટી વંદન સહેજે થઈ જાય છે. Always with intent how to benefit the people is such living ultimate soul Gnani Purush, whom I praise in the thousands. Praise saheja means I praise spontaneously. Thousand times. આવી નિસ્વાર્થ કરુણા બીજી ક્યાંથી જોવા મળે? Where can you see this selfless mercy? જે નિરંતર લોકોનું કેમ કરીને કલ્યાણ થાય એ જ ભાવના. His intent is always in action as to how he can benefit the world. લોકોનું કેમ કરીને how he can benefit peoples, and that such living ultimate soul Gnani Purush. I praise, bow down, vandan, bow down, praise spontaneously thousand times. Koti koti janmoni punyatana pratape. On the basis of thousands and thousands of lifetimes of good karma, આવું અલભ્ય જ્ઞાન અને જ્ઞાની મળે છે. You receive such valuable gyan and the gnani. So the meritorious karmas of thousands and thousands of lifetimes, good karmas, you receive such valuable gyan and the gnani. Koti koti janmoni punyana pratape. On the basis of koti koti, thousands and thousands of lifetimes, merits. Avu alabhya, one that cannot be achieved. readily. Alabhya means invaluable. Should be invaluable. Labhya means valuable. Alabhya, invaluable. Gnan and gnani mare. You receive, you meet, or you beget, receive gnani. And so, to have drad nischay kari. So, have, now, drad, firm, resolute, nischay, resolution, firm resolution, kari, you do the resolution, laiye, kari laiye, nischay kari laiye, that we should form up our resolute, form of a resolution that ke param pujya dadae prabodhali agnana palan thaki, that following Pujya Shri, Pujya Dadashi, Param Pujya Dadashi, who has Prabodhali Agnapalan, who has stated or directed Prabodhali. Prabodh means to spell out, or the requests or commands. Prabodhali, Prabodh, who means to lecture or stated. Agnana Palan Thaki, stated, stating, stated following the agnas on the basis of the stated agnas to be followed. Temaj man vachan nikaya ni ekta karine, as well as uniting your mind, speech, and body. Mukti Data Shri Simandhjar Swami Bhagwan Ananya Sharan Sikari Mukti Pante Prayan Kariye. Okay, so that sentence is long. Having acquired on the basis of thousands and thousands of lifetimes of good karmas, you meet or receive such invaluable Gnan and the Gnani. So now let us resolve that through abiding by the agnas, agna stated by Dada Shri, with oneness of mind, speech, and body. Let us totally accept the accept and surrender to the abode of Sri Simandhjar Swami, and heading out on the path of liberation. Having acquired through good merits of thousands of years, you have received the Gnan and the Gnani. And now let's resolve, take firm decision to to surrender to the abode of Sri Simandhja Swami with one mind, speech, and body, and therefore head out on the path of liberation. તો હવે દ્રઢ નિશ્ચય કરી લઈએ. કોટી કોટી જન્મોની પુણ્યના પ્રતાપે આવું અલભ્ય જ્ઞાન અને જ્ઞાની મળે છે. તો હવે દ્રઢ નિશ્ચય, firm resolution, લઈએ કે we take પરમ પૂજ્ય દાદા શ્રી પ્રભુ લીલી આજ્ઞાના પાલન થકી through the stated agnas we follow, as well as તેમજ as well as મન વચન કાયની એકતા કરીને unifying in unified mind, body, and speech, we accept total, totally to surrender to the liberator Sri Simandhja Swami, and proceed in the direction of on the path of the liberation. Mukti Panthe Prayan means to proceed. Proceed in the towards, travel toward. Prayan means travel. Prayan Kariyechi. With those, with this narration, we will end our present lesson. आप सर्वनी अंदर बैठेला परमात्मा ने अत्यंत भक्ति थी भेदभाव व्यवहार त्रिकाल नमस्कार 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 जय सच्चिदानंद.